I just wish I'd taken that GoPro. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Chris. If you are new here, welcome along. I am a part-time reseller on eBay. I sell mainly clothing, footwear, toys, small electronics. I'm always looking to branch out. This is an unexpected charity shop haul video, minus any footage, for which I apologise profusely. Reason being, over the last month or so, I've been making an effort to go out to source with the GoPro to film, to make videos. The last 3 or so times I've been out, I just haven't found anything. At least not enough to warrant making a video. And I know it's good to sort of show the other side of reselling, if that makes sense. You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You are going to go out and not find much at all. But it wasn't so much me going out and not finding anything to buy. There just really wasn't anything to show anyway. Stuff that was perhaps a bit priced up too high, or the condition wasn't right. Even that stuff just wasn't there. It was just a sea of nothing. So, I mean, these things happen, but I just couldn't really justify making a video. It would have been an incredibly boring watch. So I apologise for that. Hence why yesterday, when I went out, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to film today because I just couldn't be bothered. And then typical, I actually had quite a good run. So forgive the lack of footage, but I am going to show you what I picked up from 4 charity shops across 2 different towns. A real nice variety of stuff here as well, actually. Not just clothing and footwear, only one bit of footwear, a bit of clothing, but also some other bits too. So hopefully you find it sort of informative, entertaining, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go through what I bought, what I paid for it, and what I hope to get for it on eBay. Couple of bits for myself that I'm going to keep, but for the most part, it is for eBay. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'll try and make it a fairly sort of concise video, but knowing me, it'll go on forever. So never mind. Right, so I'm gonna go back to front. So last shop first, because the first one I went to was by far the best, but that's okay. So 2 towns. If you are local to Devon, it's Dawlish and Topsham. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not secretive. This is where I went. Yeah, Dawlish. There are 4 charity shops there. They're okay. They're okay. So this first one, it's like a sort of community charity shop. It's like a proper charity, no like CEOs or anything. But the pricing is a little optimistic for a sort of local charity shop, if that makes sense. So no clothing there that I was interested in. Like Slazenger polo shirts were like £4. So you sort of get the gist. Anyway, bought a couple of hats. One is going to do fine. One I thought would do a bit better than it is, but anyway, I digress. So, got this. Now, how do you pronounce that? Is that titliest or is it titleist? Titleist. Probably not. Titliest? I don't know. However you pronounce it, titliest. This is the Pro V1 golf hat. Got a lovely embroidery to the rear and around the side. Also, strangely, got the FootJoy logo on there as well. So, don't know what that's about. I'm not really into my golf. So, if you know, let me know, please. Yeah, like one size, there's not one size fits all. Large, extra large, bit of wear to there, that's fine. That was, where are we? That was £3. £3. We're not talking massive money. 10 to 12 quid, something like that, based on the condition. But they usually sell pretty quickly, so happy to pick that up. And this thing was in a basket on the outside of the shop, in a basket outside. Get my teeth in. Doesn't look like anything, you know, extra special. But I looked at the logo tab, and it is a Pachamama. Now, you know Pachamama for their really sort of colourful, thick wool cardigans, jumpers, stuff like that. So I thought, ooh, Pachamama hat. Surely that's going to be worth a decent amount of money. It was £4. Doesn't do as well as I thought. Maybe 12 to 15, if that. It's in lovely condition. Yeah, lovely sort of colourway. Thought it would do a bit better based on how well the cardigans do. So I probably wouldn't pick it up for £4 again. Probably no more than about 2. But we're coming into winter, so hopefully that sells fairly quickly and I won't feel too bad. But yeah, given it as Pachamama, I thought it would do a bit better, but it's fine. It's all a learning curve. So that was that shop. Say no clothing, no other footwear because it was a little bit expensive, but that's fine. Okay. So second charity shop. Just one thing. Again, I wasn't quite sure how well this would do. So, is this going to fit in the frame? This is massive. This is a 3XL. What's the brand called? Pro Player. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Pro player. This is the Detroit Lions NFL team, so American football team. And I think it's vintage. I don't know. Vintage, obviously, it's 20 years for clothing, which doesn't seem that old, to be honest. But I would have thought it's around, at least, well, at the latest, like mid-2000s. It's got a lovely material wash tag, 100% polyester, so nothing special. But lovely embroidery to the front. That was £4.29. I think I've taken the tag out already. Have I? Yeah, I must have done. So £4.29. Strange price, but I don't know how well it's going to do. But I took a punt on it. Maybe 20 quid, maybe a bit more. Some of the cotton polyester sweatshirts can do really well, especially with a huge like full spread embroidery. I'll put like a caption in here of what they can do. But yeah, I would have thought maybe, yeah, 20, 25. It's one of those things that would have sold well on Depop, but of course I've never used Depop. Depop seems to be dying, so I wouldn't recommend anybody use it anyway. But I'm hoping eBay gets that sale. If not, if it all goes wrong, I'll stick it on vintage for what I paid for it. That's usually what I do, so no problem. And that's the only thing in that shop, so that's fine. The next shop, it's one of my favourites, but I think it's an end-of-line shop. I've been here a few times before. Well, most things are £3 or less. But there's a lot of just like fodder there. But there are some gems if you look hard enough. But I'm pretty sure it's an end-of-line shop because... But I don't know, there's still good... Maybe I'm talking rubbish, but there's... I don't know, you get the idea that it's an end-of-line shop, but it might not be. It might just be a standalone shop that happens to get mostly just lower value stuff, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, found some cool bits. So let's start off with some hats. Yeah, bought some more hats. One is for me, two are for sale. Let's do one for me first. Nice plain blue Berghaus beanie hat. Love Berghaus, one of my favourite brands. This was just £1. £1. Amazing. Size large, extra large. Fits my large head. Not much in it, but there we go. Yeah, 100% polyester, just a simple beanie hat. £1. If I was to resell it, maybe, I don't know, 10 to 12, something like that, I think. Maybe a bit less, but that one is staying with me. Sticking with the beanie theme, this is by a brand called Gill, and Gill are known for their sort of sailing attire, like sailing jackets, trousers, that sort of thing. I saw Gill before, it does okay. This one was, well, one was £2, but this one's actually made in England, so it's got a sort of older tag to it. If I flip it over, check it out, made in England. So I don't know what the demand is for these sort of things. Oh, and also, I forgot to say, it is a Polartec. It's like an older sort of Polartec hat. Again, I don't think it's going to be much more than sort of 10 to 12 quid, if that. Might take a while to sell, but I just thought if you put sort of sailing and maybe yachting in the title, might attract a bit of attention. It's got a following, Gill, but I don't know. But I thought, as a bit of an experiment, I'll give that a go. Nothing to lose. And also, I got this Brentford Football Club hat. How bizarre, in Devon. Again, £2. Just a sort of standard polyester beanie. Lovely little bobble on top. Yeah, Brentford Football Club. As we are coming into, you know, autumn, winter, and, you know, people are attending football matches at Brentford at the, what's that blimmin' stadium called? Something Community Stadium. Is it the G-Tech Community Stadium? I do watch football. I should know this. Anyway. Brentford, London team. I don't know. Let's put an estimate of 10 to 12 on that one. I don't quite know. Might do a bit better. Might do a bit worse. I don't know. But for £2, picking that up all day long just to see how well it does. Right. So, should I do the clothing first? Or should I do the other stuff first? I'll do the clothing first. Then just sort of, you know, dissect the video a little bit. So this is the first thing I picked up. In hindsight, given how much else I bought, maybe I shouldn't have picked it up. I'll explain in a minute. So it's this FootJoy, it's 100% lamb's wool golf jumper. That was, say, £3 whole. Nice FootJoy embroidery on the rear of the collar and on the left-hand sleeve. And the reason why I maybe shouldn't have bought it is I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but it's a bit faded. If I show you the inside, see how like vibrant blue that is? If I flip it over, see how it's kind of like dulled a little bit, and it's not like a consistent dulling. It's kind of, oh, the sunlight's coming in now. I'm not complaining, but it isn't going to help my cause. But yeah, it's just a little bit faded. There's not a problem. There aren't any holes in it, which is a miracle. But I don't know how. I don't know if it's like been left in the sun or something. I don't know. But anyway, £3. If it was in good condition, you'd probably get about 25 for that. Given that it's like that, maybe 15 to 17. Try and get it off quickly. But I mean, again, from £3, you're not going to lose any money. And I say it was the first thing I saw, so I thought, well, I'm definitely having that, and I just held on to it. On the same rail, there was this jacket. Again, a brand I've never heard of before. But I did some checks. It's got a YKK zip. And normally, if things have a YKK zip, they are of like a reasonable standard of quality. This brand is called Tough Revolution. I guess it's a workwear brand. It's the sort of thing where if you go on eBay and search for Tough Revolution, loads of brand news, like mostly brand news, only a couple of used items. But this thing is absolutely in spankaroonie condition. Really, really good. So I'm not going to list it as new without tags because it hasn't been worn, but certainly, you know, excellent condition. It's a size large, it's a nice men's size. Like I said, lovely condition, no rips, no stains. Again, £3, maybe 20, 25-ish on that. Maybe put it up for 25 and I'll take offers around £20. So again, absolutely fine. I mean, I was going to keep it myself, but I thought, well, if it's not worth anything, I'll keep it myself. But actually, it might be worth something. So if it does sell, cool. If it doesn't, then I'll just keep it myself. So win-win. Win-win. Right, where should we go now? These need a bit of work. Just a pair of Nike Dry Fit joggers. Again, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but there are bobbles all over it. But not rips, just, I don't know. Just like little bobbles of material. So I'll go over that with a bobble machine, hopefully get them looking quite nice. Nike on eBay, man, doesn't sell that great. So I think what I'm going to do is, I might wear them for a bit and stick them on Vinted for sort of £5 or £6. Bit naughty, I know, but I guess Nike on eBay, it's just saturated. I've got like joggers on there. They just don't get a look in. So again, the Ralph Lauren effect, I think, a little bit. Unless it sort of stands out with Nike, it doesn't really shift. At least that's what I found anyway. So yeah, it could be a Vinted one, that one. But again, not looking for top dollar, just looking for a bit of, I'll not repair it, I'll make it look good and shift it on. Put my mark on it. Okay, in this shop there is a lot of, like, the women's section probably outnumbers the men's section, volumes the men's section probably 5 to 1, as they do in most charity shops. So I wasn't going to look through all the blouses and the shirts and the skirts because I just couldn't be bothered. But I was having a look at the ladies' shoes, and below the shoes there was a rack of shirts and things, and I just saw that on the back. I thought, oh crap, okay, it's a Coldplay t-shirt. I don't know how old this t-shirt is. I don't think it's particularly old. It's a size large, so it's probably a UK 14, something like that. Now, I like Coldplay, but I'm not the biggest Coldplay fan, so I think there are lyrics on the front of this top. Well, there are lyrics. I do not know what song it is. Turn your magic on. What does that say? I don't even know what that says. Tell you what, I'll put a caption in when I find out what song it's from and like what album, what era. I'd say I don't think it's particularly old. Yeah, so I think there's a bit of sort of wear to the rear, but I say it kind of suits it, so I don't think that's too much of an issue. Yeah, again, £2. £2. So again, probably no more than sort of, I don't know, 10 to 12, something like that. Might put it up for 15 all in and see where we go. But I say Coldplay, popular band. I would have thought that sells reasonably quickly, hopefully. And I said, always good to get band merch in, so it's good to find that. Right, what else was from there? I think it's just these, clothing-wise anyway. So, remember what I was saying about it being like a sort of end-of-line shop? Typically don't find sort of big brands in there. This isn't really a big brand, but it's Armani Jeans. So I thought, that's different. So Armani Jeans, these are, I don't know what they're called. Do they name them? Sometimes they do. I don't think this has got a name though. Again, they're a 32 width, 32 inside leg. They've got this comfort fabric logo there. Don't really know what it means. I think it's mainly cotton. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. 60% cotton, 37% linen, and 3% elastic. That's a nice composition. Good. That should give it a bit more merit. Little sort of embroidered logo there, and a sort of customary metal logo on the rear. Pretty sure they're legitimate. The stitching is really good. Quality feels good. Now I know it's linen. That explains the sort of texture. You know what linen feels like? It's got that sort of linen-y texture. Yeah, lovely condition. No rips, no stains. Is that something? No, that's just the light playing tricks on me. Lovely. Yeah, again, £3. 25 on those, maybe? I don't know. Smaller size. I'm not going to keep them myself. Yeah, let's go for 25. Might be more, might be less. Let's say £3. Laughing. Right. So that's all the clothing from that shop. But I also picked up some accessories, non-clothing stuff, which, knowing me, is unusual, shall we say. I don't always pick up non-clothing stuff. They had a load of game guides. They had like Lego, like Indiana Jones, Batman, Star Wars. They had Pokemon Black and White, and I thought, okay, well, I scanned each one on eBay. Not really worth picking up. They were sort of £2 or £3 each. Yeah, on eBay they're sort of £5-6 with postage. So it's like, oh, okay. So I'm glad I checked, but no value there. But talking of books, I never pick up books, like ever. I just never really got into them. But this just, I don't know, it struck a chord with me. So it was £2. And funny enough, back along, whenever this came out, it was actually £2.20. Look at that. It was by Penguin. Well, Penguin have published it. It's the Hornblower series by C.S. Forrester. It's about, I guess it's like a naval. I think Hornblower is the character. There you go, Lord Hornblower is a character. I guess he's like a naval officer, admiral. I don't know. I haven't read them. No, nothing about them. So £2. And I've seen people pick up book sets, and they can do quite well. Typically when they're sealed. But I thought I'll just look this up. One of these. Same edition, shall we say, Penguin, sold for £30 all in. I was like, wow. Okay, well for £2, I'm giving that a go. All the books are there. Seems to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of sort of wear to the spines, but that's okay. So yeah, if somebody's got £30 all in for them, if I can get 25 plus postage, around about that, happy days. And it's just something a bit different, isn't it, on the shop? The thing with books is, I guess it's like anything, like CDs, DVDs. If you know what to look for and you know what sells well, you can like pick things out of the. You can find the diamonds in the rough, right? But think of how big the book sections are in a charity shop, and the DVD sections and the CDs. Unless you can pick things out that you know is going to sell and sell well. I'm not going to go through and scan every single book, am I? Because it's just not worth my time. So, yeah, if something stands out and it's well priced, then I'll give it a go, like that was. But I think for the most part, I won't be picking up books. But hey, maybe this is a turning point. I don't know. But anyway, that's a winner. That's an absolute winner. Right, I think there's 2 more things from that shop, both electronic. Let's start with this one. This one I'm keeping. This is a little head torch. When I bought it, the power button was like pushed inside. So I don't know why that was only well, that might be why it was only £1. But I took it apart, put the power button back in, there's a little like a tab that presses the thing on. And I'm not going to point it at the camera because this light is bright. Oh, there we go. It works. Got a few settings, green, red. Yeah, lovely little head torch, and it's USB powered, so no batteries, which is good. So yeah, I'll be using that myself. Winter runs, just going down the garden in the winter. Perfect, £1. It's only worth, you can get them new for about 15 all in, so not worth reselling, but say for £1, working head torch, happy days. And the only other thing I picked up, I've got a video game. I never buy video games from charity shops. Not because I don't want to, because typically it's, you know, the usual sports titles that no one cares about, and brain training, and just nothing really worth picking up. This was £1. This is Gears Tactics. Now, the case isn't in the best condition, so I may source another Xbox case, the Xbox Series X. So that's the most recent one, isn't it? I used to be big into my gaming. These days, I'm not. I just don't really care about gaming anymore. But this one, again, I scanned the barcode as you do on eBay. It seems to be about sort of 20-25 quid. So I thought, okay, that's well worth a look in. Disc is fine. That's all you get these days, isn't it? There's no manual. It's all like digital. Boo. But yeah, discs, I don't know whether I was going to pick it up. Disc is pretty good. I can't test it, but I'm pretty confident that's going to work. So yeah, cool. For £1, always picking it up. But again, I will probably source a different case just to get the sort of full value. So that was that shop. So happy days. I think that all that came to £21. So yeah, plenty of profit there. Nice bit of stuff for myself. Yeah, cool. But final shop. Final shop. This is where, well, I started there. This is where it gets good. In reverse, it wasn't going to get better than this. So this is probably one of my favourite charity shops. It's just well priced. And funny enough, I was having a chat to the lady on the till as I was paying. I said, we were just talking about charity shops, funny enough. And she just said, but I wouldn't set foot in the others in this town because they're so expensive. And she is right. And she pretty much said everything you want to know about charity shops. She's like, this is a real charity. We're not paying CEOs fat paychecks. You know, the majority of the profit that we make, apart from the running of the shop and stuff and bills and stuff, goes to the charity. Excellent. Local charity. Just love it. Love it. Pricing is fair. It's not dirt cheap, but it's like, it's fair, and you'll see why in a minute. Yeah, I wish more charity shops were like this. But again, this charity shop is like an independent one. And as we know, I'm sure you know, the independent ones, alongside not being too ambitious, somebody's beeping like crazy. Shut up. Sorry. Yeah, the independent ones can often be a good source of stock. Good money to the charity and good opportunity to resell. Would you please? Probably some kid, isn't it? It's like, yeah. Shut up. Anyway, I digress. So, I bought, things I buy, 5 things from here. Let's start, whoops, sorry, shaky camera. I'll start with the thing I'm keeping myself. These are a pair of Volcom. These are the Volta Slim Straight jeans. Width 32, which I thought would be a little bit small, but nice degree of elasticity. Look at that. Lovely elastane content. Lovely sort of embroidery. Patch to the rear. They were £3.50. See what I mean? Just nice pricing. Nice pricing. They're a keeper. They fit me like a dream. If I was to resell them, probably no more than about 20 quid. Maybe all in, actually. You can buy them new for about 35. So, but I say, lovely condition. I'm keeping those, but everything else you see is for sale. So, let's start with these. Just a standard thing, really. Pair of Rohan's women's trousers. Again, £3.50. These are the, what do they call them? These are the Rohan Crossovers. I think I've had these before, actually. But in a smaller size. These are UK size 16. Nice sort of sandy brown colour. They actually had another pair in there that were priced at a tenner. But immediately in front of those were these at £3.50. Didn't question it. Didn't buy the other ones, of course. But yeah, £3.50 into about £20 plus postage, something like that. So, again, absolutely happy with that. No complaints at all. Actually, on the subject of pricing, even though I alluded to it earlier, there was some stuff in there that was like ambitiously priced. I don't know if there's like different people pricing stuff up. So, like I said, there's another pair of these in black for £10. They also had a Max Mara, like the sort of full line, not the weekend or anything. Max Mara wool blazer. I think it's a size. It's only size UK 10 or 12, so quite a small size. Good condition, but that was 30 quid. I thought, ooh, okay. And eBay comps are sort of 50 to 60, so I'm not going to be paying 30 to get 60 back. It's not really worth it. Not for me, anyway. So that was that. So yeah, there was some like more optimistically priced stuff, but on the whole, the shop prices stuff really well. So no complaints to me. I'm sure if you're looking for a Max Mara wool blazer, then that's the one for you. So that was that. I got a pair of Super Gars. So I haven't had a pair of these for a while. These are in lovely condition, like barely worn at all, which is probably why I paid £6 for them. Of UK size 6.5, so nice ladies size. Probably no more than about 20, 23. That's typically the price range that I've been getting for these. But say, given the condition of them, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, so let's say 20, sort of conservatively, which from 6 I know isn't great, but I'd like to think they'll sell pretty quickly, and yeah, it's nice to have a pair of Supergirls back on the shop, so that's those. Right, 2 more things. This is where it gets interesting. So, walked into the shop, low ceilings in the shop, and this is the first thing I saw. So I turned the spun right, saw this red jacket, and it was open, and I just saw that. Oh, I've been searching for one of these for ages. Keela Jacket. Keela, I first came across Keela from a Chaddy Pete video, but ages ago, a couple of years ago, where he picked one up. And obviously he used to be in the police force, and I believe Keela are the police force, maybe even like maybe fire service as well. They issue the sort of waterproofs and stuff, not the sort of the official waterproof line. This is an older one, and this is made in Scotland. They do like various names. There's the Munro jacket. Again, Scotland, Munro is a sort of type of mountain over a certain size. I've forgotten. Put a caption in here. That was £7. More than happy to pay that. Now the thing with the thing with eBay with these jackets, man, the prices are all over the place. Some people 20 quid, underselling them massively, like massively. I'm gonna hope for about 50 for this one. Might price it a bit higher. It's a lovely condition, lovely size, UK size 16, ladies. Don't think it's got a name, but being an older one, I don't know if they did name them. It's got a lovely, like, look at that, for a care label. That is care label 101. Fantastic. 100% polyester. So lovely condition, detachable hood. Yeah, these are not cheap new, so I'm gonna push high with that one. Might be a flop, but I'm confident. It might take a while to sell, but I'm confident to get a good price for that one, because I know how well Keela, I don't know how well, but I've seen how well Keela can do. So yeah, wish me luck on that one. And I think this is the last thing. I'm just looking around in case anything's fallen out of the bag. No, this is the last thing. Right. Video games. Like I said, I bought that Gears of War game. I haven't bought a video game from a charity shop in ages. Ages and ages. And then 2 come at once, like buses. So, this was the last thing I found in that shop. It was sat on the top of the shelf with the CDs, but like facing out. And the price tag looked as if it said 250 quid. It wasn't, it was £2.50. And it's not a game I've seen before. I'll just show you, because show us, Chris, for goodness sake. It's Galarians on the PlayStation 1 game that isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or an old copy of FIFA. So this is Galarians. It's by Crave Entertainment and ASCII. So I've never heard of it. So if you PlayStation fans out there, it's number 2328 from the year 2000, and it's in the big box case. So we've got disc 1 and the manual, lovely colour manual, and then you've got discs 2 and 3. So yeah, lovely condition. Case is absolutely mint. £2.50. Oh, I said the case is mint. No, I lied. There's a small crack just there. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. Hopefully 40 quid back on that one. I know, unbelievable. Yeah, 40 quid plus postage seems to be about the going rate, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I did ask if she had any more, didn't have any more. So I don't know, just a random PS1 game that's been dredged up from somewhere and donated. So yeah, super happy with that, super happy. So that's that. How have I been talking for half an hour? I cursed it, didn't I? I said initially it was going to be a short video, and I messed it up. Anyway, that is what I picked up yesterday. I just wish I'd been filming, because then it would have made more sense. Well, I mean, you know, it's nice to see stuff like this out in the wild, and then you buy it, and then you can showcase it, right? So that was nice. But yeah, the one time I didn't film, typical, I'll find some cool stuff. Say, nothing outstanding. We're not talking like, you know, really high-end stuff here, or, you know, triple figure stuff, but some nice mix of like solid items. And that's all I ask for. That's really all I ask for. Just fair pricing, good condition, nice mix of bits. Happy days, happy days. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do like, comment and subscribe. Really helps the channel out, brings more subscribers in, and it gives me that sort of extra boost I really want to sort of get out to a wider audience. So again, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.